Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Roxy. Huge thanks to Roxy and the rest of my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to help support the channel directly and help choose what videos get made, head on over to patreon.com/Danon. Roxy reached out asking for a deck led by Atla Palani, Nest Tender, and I was more than happy to make it for her. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Atla Palani Nest Tender is a 4-mana 2/3 legendary human shaman. We may pay 2 mana and tap her to create a 0/1 green egg creature token with Defender. Additionally, whenever an egg we control dies, we reveal cards from the top of our library until we reveal a creature card. We put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of our library in a random order. So this deck wants big, scary creatures as well as some ways to generate eggs. Also, we want ways to sacrifice our eggs. As I mentioned to Roxy after I sent the deck list to her for approval, you can't make a healthy breakfast of giant Naya monsters without breaking a few eggs. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. In addition to deck boxes and sleeves, Ultimate Guard also makes this beautiful mat pod. My issue with pods has always been the shape. I keep expecting them to roll off the table. But this one, with its ingenious shape, doesn't roll, at least very far. If you're tired of your mats getting damaged when they're stuffed in your backpack, consider picking up a mat pod from your local game store, or click on the link down below to visit Ultimate Guard's Amazon store. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm currently streaming with my son over on Musings by Danon as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Wooded Foothills, Windswept Heath, Arid Mesa, Scalding Tarn, Verdant Catacombs, Marsh Flats, Jetmir's Garden, Stomping Ground, Temple Garden, Sacred Foundry, Spire Garden, Bountiful Promenade, Spectator Seating, Rockfall Vale, Overgrown Farmland, Sundown Pass, Rootbound Crag, Sunpetal Grove, Clifftop Retreat, Commercial District, Lush Portico, Elegant Parlor, Scavenger Grounds, 3 Mountains, 5 Forests, and 3 Plains. Not too shabby. For mana ramp, we're running Ashnod's Altar, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, The Great Henge, Farseek, Rampant Growth, 3 Visits, Nature's Lore, Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, Skyshroud Claim, Seedborn Muse, Hulking Raptor, and Smothering Tithe. A good mix of land ramp, mana rocks, and treasure generators. Our card advantage package consists of Skullclamp, Garruk's Uprising, Vaultborn Tyrant, Earthshaker Dreadmaw, Sylvan Library, Archdruid's Charm, Rishkar's Expertise, Guardian Project, Colossal Majesty, and Elemental Bond. Again, a good mix of burst draw and consistent card advantage. Our interaction package consists of Goblin Bombardment, Kogla and Yadaro, Abrade, Disenchant, Return to Nature, Beast Within, Generous Gift, Path to Exile, Swords to Plowshares, Heroic Intervention, Boros Charm, and Decimate. Lots of ways to keep our opponents in line. For board wipes, we're running Apex Altasar, Farewell, and Blasphemous Act. Sometimes you just need a clean start. The core of our deck consists of Palani's Hatcher, Nesting Dragon, Hitali Primal Storm, Galta and Mavrin, Zetalpa Primal Dawn, Hitali Primal Conqueror, Galta Stampede Tyrant, Zakama Primal Calamity, Galta Primal Hunger, Quartzwood Crasher, World-Spined Worm, Gisela Blade of Gold Knight, Zapandrel Hunger Dominus, Goring Ceratops, Ravenous Tyrannosaurus, Mondrak Glory Dominus, Terror of the Peaks, Odritak Deepest Foundation, and Kodama of the East Tree. Supporting our plan, we've also got Annie Joins Up, Lightning Greaves, Swiftfoot Boots, Harmonic Prodigy, and Akroma's Will. Gotta protect our commander somehow. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources split between 36 lands and 14 pieces of ramp, right on target. 11 pieces of card advantage counting our commander. 12 pieces of interaction, 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Scavenger Grounds and Farewell, 1 Sudden Eye win card in Akroma's Will. Though the thought that amuses me is using Odritak Deepest Foundation and Mondrak Glory Dominus to make a ton of egg tokens with either our commander or Nesting Dragon, then sacrificing them all to Ravenous Tyrannosaurus. Not only would we get a kaiju-sized T-Rex, we would also trigger our commander a bunch of times, allowing us to dump our library onto the battlefield. In addition to Ravenous Tyrannosaurus, I wanted to have a few sacrifice outlets to trigger our commander. Ashnod's Altar and Goblin Bombardment both work great if we're wanting to get a bunch of eggs out onto the battlefield. And Seedborn Muse allows us to tap our commander every single turn. Now, I wasn't going for a dinosaur deck when I first built this, but Atla Palani favors big, stompy creatures that can smash their way through our opponents. And dinosaurs are usually the biggest and stompiest. Yes, there are enormous dragons and some very powerful angels in Naya, but there's just something fun about ancient thunder lizards trampling over our opponents Jurassic Park style. Do you have an Atla Palani Nest Tender deck? What direction did you take the deck? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alex, Borgi, Nazwin Konga, Aaron, Chris, Robert, Austin, William Pye, Kazaris, Booksu, Patrick, Travis, Naffy, Noodle, Tiz, Art, and Kiki Jiki. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.